Yo, 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 welcome back. So, last night I was thinking to myself, how could I make this YouTube channel get more than 20 views a video? And I was like, oh, you know what? All these YouTubers have like a catchy intro, something that really gets you going. And so I wrote something, and this morning I look at my notes app in my phone to see what I came up with last night after like 20 minutes of brainstorming. I look at it, and it says, "What's up, chuckle fucks and corner cucks?" We're never making it past 11 subscribers with this. So I thought I'd tell a couple of stories from my job. When I do phone calls for my job at a pizzeria, they're always like so mean on the phone, and then they come in person and they're all sweet. But so one time there's this guy on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, could I get that pizza well done?" And I'm thinking to myself, I I don't like, our pizza is like a meat thing where you can choose like medium rare. And so I test him. I'm like, I don't know if he's messing with me or not. So I'm like, I don't know what that means, sir. And he's like, well done. It means like really cooked. And I'm like, the crust is already burnt, but if you want them to like make it extra, they can. And then I was like, all right, sir, I'll try to get my manager to do that for you. And he's like, every time I've called before, they've known what a well done pizza is. I'm like, all right, shit, I'll just write well done on it. Another time, this isn't on the phone. I'm getting sidetracked here. But there's this table of really pretty well dressed millennials, I'd say. They're like in their 40s. They looked like young business professionals. There's a group of them. It looked like a triple date kind of situation. Three guys, three ladies. They were all super awkward. And one of the ladies was a little bit on the chubbier side. And you know what? That's chill. Like, I've gained a little bit of weight recently. I'm not proud of it. But I go over to their table, or they call me over. She calls me over. And her, I think, boyfriend has his head like in his hands. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be crazy. And so I walk over, and then the overweight individual is like looking frantic, and I'm like, did someone just get killed over here? And she was like, this sounds crazy, but could I get a mason jar full of the ranch on this pizza? And then all of her friends just started laughing at her. Um, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna judge. Like, we we charge $2 for like a tiny like little like to go cup of ranch. But you know what? If she wants to pay like $80 for a mason jar of ranch, like why not? So I'm like, yeah, that's our house made ranch. I'll see what my manager can do for you. And then she she was like, thank you so much for taking this seriously. And her friends were all just like looking away, embarrassed. The amount of fat jokes after that, like I feel terrible. Um, but then our manager went over, and I I think he was able to do it to some extent. I didn't see a mason jar of ranch, but I'm assuming he helped her out. It's like, I don't know. That's just a crazy thing to do at a restaurant. But you know what? I respect the dedication. She was like, you know what? YOLO, fuck this date that I'm currently on. I'm going to ask for a jar of this ranch. Um, so another kind of funny, shit, is this okay? So another phone call I had, I was on the phone with this lady, and the restaurant's always loud because it's packed full of people. You know, it's also partially a sports bar. So whenever someone kicks a goal, everyone's like, yeah. um, by the way, sorry my lips look like a mummy's. I'm on these meds now that like dries it up and shit, makes it like a sandworm from Dune. Seeing Dune Part 2, shout out. But my doctor said if I consume fish oil pills, that then it'll like wetten, but So I finally like, I was scared if I went to CVS or some shit. I was like, could I get fish oil? They'd all look at me weird because it's something that only like pregnant moms consume. So they'd probably be like, "What are you doing with it?" But no, they were chill. I don't know how, like what hard drugs the executives at CVS are doing over there, but all of their like supplements and shit are buy one get one free. Like, what? Who's gonna buy one and then be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want the second free one. Like normally those are like buy three get one free. I can't pronounce my th's, so this was a bad bit for me to choose, but like that's usually to like get customers to buy a bundle of shit. But buy one get one free, like, so what? It's just half off always. I don't know. I went on a rant, but like, in SpongeBob where Plankton was like forced to take like that giant pill. Well, that's what this shit is. Like, see how the pills are like so long? They look like they should be done anally. Well, they offered like the exact same fish oil pills, except like a normal size pill, and they're like 3 times the price. Like, I guess those ones are just like you're paying for a little bit less pain when you're swallowing them. Not me, I'm the throat goat. Hey, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the last story I wanted to tell about work, phone call came in, and the restaurant is in chaos because just like 20 seconds before, a giant leak came from the ceiling, and this family's table was getting completely soaked. I just remembered I haven't changed shirts since yesterday when I posted a vid. I washed it, okay? I washed it in between vids. Um, or I filmed this the same night, actually. Yeah, I just filmed the other one. So anyway, so this family, they got covered in water as there's water gushing out of the ceiling, and all the waiters like swarm the table trying to like grab all the people's stuff and like move it away, and someone's like on a chair as if they're going to be able to reach like the 30-foot tall ceiling to like, I guess, like block it with their hands or something. I don't know what they're expecting to do. Like it's a ship and like they can they can like like rivet on a piece of like metal over it. I don't know. It was just chaos. And so I got a phone call. It was probably like my first or second week, so I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm on the call. I had this shit like pressed against my ear as hard as possible, but still I couldn't hear them. And so like I asked them to repeat their credit card twice, which happens on most calls. Like that's just a normal thing to do. And then she said like a expiration date, and I was like, "Is that 4/27?" And she was like, "Are you high?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am, it's loud in here," being all like official and shit. And then she was like, "Oh, I get it." And then she started saying stuff in that like baby slow voice, and I was like, "What's your address?" And she was like, 426. And then she was saying like the things, where people say like S is in sun. She's going like 6 as in sun, 8 as in, as she's just going on and on like that. So I'm on the phone for like 5-10 minutes, just wasting employer money at that point, because I'm being paid to do this. But it's not like I'm just gonna like hang up the phone. And so at one point I had her give me the CVC, the little security number on the back of your credit card, and she was like 69. I know, funny number. That shit was not fucking funny. I wanted to go lay under that under that leak and drown myself. Oh my god. It's like a 40-year-old white woman trying to be funny by being like, "I know, that's funny. That's naughty." Um, yeah, any joke where you're like, I know, funny, it's just immediately not funny. It's like 6'9". I know, funny number. I'm like, your kids are taking you to a nursing home. I hope you enjoy this fucking deep dish because you're not loved by your family and friends. All right, I've gotten off the rails. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, thanks, Riley, for the inspiration to make this.